Hello, gorgeous Mary Kay girls. I'm excited to show you the next makeup look. I've got my little Mary Kay headband in and I've got my foundation on. I used a primer first, my foundation primer, which is an absolute must before you apply any of your foundation. So I'm going to show you this look today, and it is called Cinnamon Glow, and it is one of our makeup looks for the contest. So let me know in the chats if this is something that you would like to try, and I will be happy to get with you and tutor you through it, so to speak. Okay, so I've got my foundation on, and so now we're gonna start with the eyeshadows, and it calls for Hazelnut, Cinnabar, and Biscotti. So Hazelnut goes first, and since I don't have one on hand, I am going to use it from our fabulous little cards here, our eye color cards, which I wish they still made those, but they don't. So this is the one right here, and this one is Hazelnut, so I'm going to use my brush, and this is going to go over my entire lid right up into the crease here. And let me just set these up here, and I'm going to get my eyeshadow brush, and I'm still working on getting all of my Mary Kay brushes collected. I don't have those quite yet, but I'm going to peel this back, and we're going to use this color right there. That's the Hazelnut. I don't have my glasses on, but this is the first one we're going to be using. And I always dampen my brush on a face cloth, and that just kind of helps prevent the fallout from happening. And we're just going to load this brush right up with that color, and I always pat my eyeshadow on. I don't push it on anymore or smear it on. And that's going to go all the way up. And I'm going to do the other eye. You see the difference. And we're going to pat that on all up in here. Makeup tools are extremely important because they really improve the makeup application and make it look really good. And then let me just kind of take a look at that and see how that looks. Okay, because I've got it all the way up there. And then the next one, let's see, that was the Hazelnut, and then we're going to use the Cinnabar, and I do have that one in my little kit here. And the Cinnabar is going to be this one right here. That's going to go up into underneath the brow bone area. If I were to put it in my crease, because I have folds in my skin, that would not look good. So I'm going to put it right up on my brow bone area, and I'm going to use my Mary Kay crease brush. This works so good for that. And we're just, and I dampened it on the towel. I'm just going to pat that in here. Whoop, can you see? And that's going to go right up in here. And we're going to put that right up in here. Okay, and let me take a peek at that and see how that looks. Okay. And you don't have to worry about it getting too heavy because you can always lighten it up. When in doubt, blend it out. Okay, and let's see what this says here. Just above, okay. And then for a touch of brightness, we're going to use Biscotti, and that's going to go in the corner and up into the under the brow bone area. And so with that one, and what I do, girls, is I color code my brushes with little tabs, so I know, you know, I don't mix the color. And then we're going to use Biscotti right there. I'm going to tap that all in there. And I've already got my eyebrows on, so we're just gonna kind of put that under the brow bone, kind of here in the, tap it in the corner. And under the brow bone. Tap it here into the corner. And I'm gonna take a look at this, and if it's too dark, we're gonna blend it, which, like I said, when in doubt, blend it out. So I'm gonna use my blending brush. Erica has a really good blending brush too. So we're gonna go ahead and blend this. And I don't rub, I just tap. I pat that just like that. You want to blend those harsh edges out. And then we're going to put on our eyeliner. And whoop, let me move this out of the way. And let me see, that one is next, and I believe it's going to be the okay. And we're going to use espresso as the liner on the upper and lower lashes. And espresso is this one right here, the dark one. So we're going to use our, now this is the first time I've done this, so we're going to use our eyeliner brow brush, and we're going to dampen that. We're going to tap, tap, tap. I'm just tapping it in here. And then we're going to line the upper and lower, and you're going to go right tight, do the tight line thing again. We're just going to tap that right into our lash line, and then come up, pull it up, and then extend it down underneath, right on the lash line. And then we're going to do the other eye. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but and flick it up, and then extend the two lines, connect them, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lighten that up underneath here. So if you get anything that, you know, any fallout, but you shouldn't, if you dampen your brush and before you put it in your eyeshadow, that should prevent that. Okay, so then I'm going to do this. I'm going to put one coat of mascara on first and let that dry, and then we'll put on our under eye corrector. And I just comb this back and forth. I love this mascara, let me just say that. As you get older, your lashes get thinner and very sparse and short. But let me just show you. I'm going to try to just do the one eye and let you see the difference. I think it's amazing. This is the first coat. Okay. Can you see the difference? Look, that's just amazing to me. It's just really lengthened my lashes. Okay, we're gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna show you what I do for underneath here. And this is also going to lighten up if you have any dark circles, redness or green or whatever underneath your eye that you just really don't like. This right here is the under eye corrector. It comes in just one color, and it neutralizes any redness or greenness or the brown dark circles that you have under your eye, and it also lightens up that area and makes your eyes look brighter. And I will take this, and it's a doe foot applicator, as you can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, I will come in here, here, and then I also take a sponge, and you want to use a damp sponge. You don't want to ever use these dry. As I've said before, you've heard me say this before, because if they're dry, they're going to absorb the makeup. You use them damp, and you're going to get a nice blended area. Okay, so then I pat, I don't rub again. And we're gonna come right out to the extended part. I don't go up underneath my lashes. I try to stay away, because we've got our eyeliner under there, or our pencil. And look at how that's brightened that up. And then we're gonna do the other side here. We're gonna come out, meet it right down to your foundation. And okay, I might have come up too far, so I'm gonna put that little flick back in there again, because I think I erased it. I blotted it right out. No worries, because we're just gonna go right back in here with our brush and do that little flick thing again. And I'm gonna go right and do the other side too. And just cross that right over. All right, so now we're gonna go back in, and we're going to do another coat of mascara. You can also pat with your fingers, but I think that looks okay. That looks good. That's brightened up that under eye area. So then we're gonna go back in with our mascara, give it another coat. And I apologize, I was gonna do lives, but our internet is so weird around here. It doesn't stay connected. So if I do a live, it will work for a bit, and then it says that it's disconnected, and then I have to start over. So I just have to do these little videos, record them for you, and you can still leave your comments. I would love to hear them, what you thought. If you want to try this look for yourself and you want some guidance, I can do personal one-on-ones. We can even do this virtually, which, by the way, I'm going to be doing a lot of virtual parties, so be watching for that, because I'm going to be looking for hostesses, and you're going to have a cute hostess packet you're going to get for being my hostess. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do, now that we've got this all taken care of, we got their eyes done, now we're going to do our cheeks. And what I like to do is start with the Mary Kay setting powder. And it has a little shaker in it right there. And then you just tap your brush in there. Now I do it this way, and then I tip it up, and I will let that fall down in, whoops, can you see that? Can fall down into the bristles. And then we're going to tap it all around. I don't push my makeup around on my face anymore. I just take it and blend it by tapping it in. It seems to look a lot better that way. And then the extra, I'll just tap right back into the brush, and when we get done, we're gonna put some blush on. When I get done with that, I'll put probably a coat over that, or a light dusting. And then we're going to use, whoops, that's the wrong one. Then our blush. We're going to use this blush color right there, the lighter one. This might be a little too light for me because I wear more bolder colors. This is Shy Blush. So this might be, I can put my glasses on for this. No, I'm not going to. Shy Blush. And what I love about the Mary Kay brushes, so ingenious. This dented one is for contour and blush. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little contour in, just because. And so you use the edge like that, and you come straight across like this. Give yourself a little contour, and you go back in there, and you come straight across like that. And then of course I do the sides of my nose, and I'll do a little bit up here, and then I do right here, right, not on my jaw, but just underneath it. And then we're going to go in with the flat part into our Shy Blush right here. And we tap that in, and we just tap it on. Back to the hairline. Now, I don't want to get it too dark because I've got a window over here on the side, and it makes it look lighter, so I don't want to put too much on. And there's that. And then we're going to do our lips. Let me make sure okay, that looks good. And I could put another coat of mascara on too. And okay, this could be blended a little more, so we're just gonna pat that with our finger. You don't want any harsh lines, basically, okay? So then I'm going to go ahead and go in with and tap that back into there. And then what I like to do for the front part of my face, I like to use this translucent powder. It just brightens my face up. And again, it's a shaker, so you just tap it into your lid and you'll have enough there. Also, let me just show you quick, is you can take your angled liner brush, and you can put it in here. What I like to do too is put it right underneath my eye, so I don't have any bleeding of mascara, especially like if I sweat. So let's pull this in here like this. And that will just kind of keep that in place. But then, like I said, for the front of my face, I'm going to get my big fluffy brush. Beautiful, thick Mary Kay fluffy brush. And then, ooh, we got quite a bit of the thing. And then I'm going to go in with my highlighter, this one right here, and this is the Magic. Not with that one, with this angled one. Again, this is not a Mary Kay brush, but, and I just always pat, and I come up like this, down my nose, and up. And I'm going to put another coat of mascara on. Take my headband out, fluff it up, put my brushes away. I'm going to put another coat of mascara on the upper and lower lashes. And I also, I don't know if I told you, but I did my foundation before I got on camera. I also did my eyebrows, which is a new twist for me because I used to do my eyebrows after I put my eyeshadow on, and I didn't put my eyes on before I put my foundation, which is I did in this case, but I've learned new and better techniques, and I put my foundation on first just to save time because we were doing this makeup look. And let me know in the comments what you thought. And if you would like to get these products for free, you can do that by being a hostess. And oh, we got to do our lips, don't we? Oh yeah, too late, took that out. So we're gonna do our lips. Let me put my eyes on so I can see. Okay. Crazy here today. Oh my. Yeah. It's been so humid. It's been really super hot and humid. And normally what I do, if you have curly hair like me, humidity makes it nice and big, which I'm loving my big hair. But if it gets too frizzy for you, all you got to do is take a spray bottle of water, spray it down, and just crunch it up. Okay, so I like that look. I think I really do. And it makes my eyes, I have hazel eyes, so it makes my hazel eyes, you can see the brown flecks in them. So for our lips, we're going to do the Beige Nude, what do I do with it? Beige Nude lip liner. And I will line inside or on my lip line, but outside my lip line at the bottom because I have super thin lips. So and I like, oh, did you see what I was doing? I go just outside on the upper and lower, which gives the illusion of thicker, fuller lips. And then I'm going to take this Hushed Blush. Is it Hush Blush? Hush Blush lipstick. Love this. I love the consistency and the creaminess. And here you go. This is another great summer color, or look, I should say. So let me know what you think in the comments if you liked it, and we'll do another one tomorrow. So stay tuned. And again, I posted a video yesterday of a different look, which was called, what was it called? This one is called Cinnamon Glow, and the other one was called, hang on, let me go get it. With the blue eyeliner. Hang on, just a sec. Okay, sorry. It was called Island Breeze, and it just reminded me of summer. It had the blue eyeliner to it. Man, I need to, yeah, tame down my hair, don't I? It's kind of crazy. Okay, but anyway, you get the idea. So let me know in the comments what you thought about this makeup look, if there's something that you would like to try. And if you would like to host, we can do it virtually. It doesn't have to be done. You know, you have to invite a bunch of girls to your house. It can be done virtually, which is a lot of fun. You get the hostess credit, and you can get all of these, all this makeup free. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about that. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully earlier. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.